Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and we're going to talk about the brand new Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And I just wanted to, let's dig into this. So I wanted to talk about this film in the context of the legacy of Gary Gygax and what we can learn about Dungeons and Dragons and what we can learn about Gary Gygax from the film Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And why would we do this? Why would we look for truths about Dungeons and Dragons? Why would we look for truths about Gary Gygax within the context of a film? Well, this is a forever narrative. I believe that some intellectual properties gain a forever presence, right? Where they're going to live for centuries, millennia. And it's possible, when I go to heaven, will I remember the films I saw? Will I remember the shows I saw? We don't know. Christians don't know. There's quite a few questions about heaven that we're not positive of, right? But if we remember them in heaven, then they truly are forever, right? Even a single image, right? I think, it's really fascinating. But this is a powerful narrative that has value, and it contains wisdom. And I think there's truths about Dungeons and Dragons and about Gary Gygax within the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And let's dig into this. So first of all, just real quick, I'm a huge fan of the new Planet of the Apes series. Rise, Dawn, War, Kingdom. Okay? 4 movies. And this new movie takes place generations after Caesar. By the way, robust spoilers for all of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes here. Okay? So this takes place generations, maybe even 100 years after Caesar. We really don't know, right? But at this point, Caesar, this movie is about 4 people, okay? It's about a chimpanzee by the name of Noah, okay? It's about a human by the name of Nova, named after the car, right? Chevy Nova, right? And actually, there's a little plate, right? Like that, I've actually been trying to get one. The Chevy Nova 2, emblem, right? It was in war, all right? But Nova. So the human's name is Nova. There is a bonobo by the name of Proximus. He's the primary villain of the movie. And then finally, there is Raka. Raka is an orangutan, and he is really interesting. Raka is a follower of Caesar, right? And when he comes across Noah, he immediately says, "Hey, good to meet you," but and he helps him, and they immediately bond as orangutan and chimpanzee. Together stronger. That's what Caesar said. Together stronger. Ape not kill ape, right? And Caesar, and then also Raka, what does Raka do? He protects books, right? He protects books. And the reason why is Caesar could read, right? And Caesar could speak. And Caesar was an intellectual elite, just like you, just like me, all right? And just like everybody who is a dungeon master or a dragon master today, we are the most charismatic, confident, intelligent people in the world because Gary built a filter to find us, right? And together we are stronger, right? And someday, Dungeon Master will not try to destroy Dungeon Master. Dragon Master will not try to destroy Dragon Master. We just did it in 2023. Dungeon Masters were trying to burn digital books of other Dungeon Masters. Dragon Masters were trying to burn digital books of other Dragon Masters. We're not there yet, but someday maybe Ape will not kill Ape. Maybe Dungeon Master will not try to destroy what other Dungeon Masters have. Maybe Dragon Masters will not try to destroy what other Dragon Masters have, or destroy their ability to continue to participate in Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe we can all learn from the wisdom of Caesar, okay? But today, I want to talk, so Raka is, get this, Raka, and what we're really talking about today is me losing hope in Dungeons and Dragons where I shouldn't have, and trying to restore that now, having seen the film. All right, Raka is a follower of Caesar, Okay? Now, I'm Scott Garibay, right? I'm not a follower of Jesus Christ. I'm adopted into the family. I'm a son of God, right? I'm far more than a follower, right? That word is not large enough to explain my relationship with Jesus Christ. However, follower is correct when it comes to Gary Gygax. I am a follower of Gary Gygax, and I know his teaching. What are the teachings of Gary Gygax, right? Let's talk them through, right? First of all, true name. Do not forget it. Your name is important. Your name is valuable. Getting other people's names correct is important. There is power in names. You can control a thing with names. We do not give our name freely, easily. We do not receive a name freely, easy. And when we're given a true name, we never, ever forget it because it's an identity, okay? What are the teachings of Gary Gygax? True name. I could write a book on true name, right? Let's get, what else did Gary say? Identity is infinite. He gave everyone on this planet who is willing to read 750 pages as many lives as they can take, right? You are not bound to one identity. You are manifold sentient. You are not a muggle on this earth stuck with one identity. You have multiple sets of sensations, memories, emotions, experiences. You have multiple deaths. You have multiple lives. Identity is infinite, right? Not like the rest of it. We are not like regular human beings, you and me, right? We don't have a finite number of lives, right? Now, I'm incredibly blessed. I'm getting this 85, life on Earth, and I'm going to get eternity on a new Earth, right? There'll be a millennia of that, and then I'll get eternity in a jeweled city, right? I'm really suggesting you sign up for that deal as well. It's free, right? Jesus, I am a sinner. Jesus, I believe you shed your blood to secure my salvation. Lord, save me, please. That's it. That's all you need. Say it, pray it, believe it. I'll see you in heaven, buddy. Like, it's that simple, period, okay? All right. So, of course there are eternal teachings, right? But what Gary put down, this is legacy leadership. Gary Gygax leads from the grave. And what did he say? He said, Caesar said, together stronger. Caesar said, ape not kill ape, right? Gary said, identity is infinite. Gary said, true name, right? What else did Gary say? Mastering the dungeon and beyond. The Dungeons and Dragons is simply an analog for life. We can master it. We can master it as a dungeon master. We can master it as a dragon master. Mastering the dungeon and beyond. He printed it on every dragon magazine, right? It's there for a reason. Okay? And then what else did he say? Last thing, right? And actually, he said many things. I'm just trying to hit the bangers. I'm trying to hit the headlines, right? The last thing he said is absolutely nothing is beyond your purview, right? We're surrounded with muggles on this earth. You are a wizard, Harry. If you are on this channel, you are not a regular human being, right? You are an intellectual elite who is striving to understand your identity and master 10 other identities and become manifold sentient. That's what you're here for, okay? But lots of people like to pretend otherwise, show up in the comments and complain, say that's not the reason they're here. That's the reason you're here. Yep. All right. So let's keep going here. All right. So what is the last thing he said that we're going to talk about today? He said many things. Nothing is beyond your purview. Nothing is beyond your purview. Nothing is beyond your purview. The rest of the world's like, I don't need to learn about botany. I'm a shoe salesperson. Yeah, but as a dungeon master, you have to craft a world. As a dragon master, you have to craft a world. Nothing is beyond your purview. You learn anything and everything, right? You never stop learning. That's why I have 3 libraries. That's why you have 3 libraries. right? That's why you have digital libraries and physical libraries. That's why you keep different sections of books in your house based on size, right? That's why you have books that are unread, right? That's why you can't pass a book sale without buying by the bag, right? Nothing is beyond your purview, and it's huge, and it opens a different level of life, right? And a different life completely. Your life is not like other lives. We are followers of Gary, right? Now, it's not a religious following, right? We're not a cult or anything like that. But we understand that just like Leonardo da Vinci changed the world, right? Just like Harriet Tubman changed the world, there are certain men and certain women who lead from the grave. Gary is a legacy leader. We learn from him every day. Now, he speaks from his grave, and we never forget a word he says, right? That's where we are. Right, so it's a big deal. It's a lot, right? I know it's a lot to perceive. It's a lot to hold on to, right? There's a lot there. I get it, right? But it's important for us to remember these things. Now, all that's in the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and I highly encourage you to go see this film. It is absolutely brilliant. It is a beautiful film. And the reality is Caesar is a strong analog for Gary Gygax in the film. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion, nothing more, not a thing less. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetching day.